And welcome to good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Anthony Glenn. Welcome to the Winning Podcast. I appreciate you guys coming to the show. We are live on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, all of that stuff, guys. We're going to be talking about secrets. I am live on all social media platforms. This is the first show of 2025, man. All right, y'all ready to make some money? Put money in the chat right now, guys, because I'm super excited to have everybody on the show. Okay. I have committed myself to coming on here. My goal is to make 100 millionaires in the next 48 months, guys. That's my goal, okay? So right now, as I'm getting set up, okay, I want to know where you guys are checking in at. Here's the rules of engagement, guys. I'm live on TikTok, LinkedIn, Instagram, and all social media platforms. If you guys want to ask any questions, the first couple of people that come up on the stage to ask me questions, I'm going to pour the most information into you for free. My goal is to grow on all social media platforms. I have went viral on Instagram already. Okay, we got 116,000. We have 116,000 people on Instagram. Okay, and right now I'm on an intimate mission to go to blow up TikTok. Okay, and right now, man, I'm just going to pour. If you got an empty cup, you're in the right place, guys, because we're going to be talking about everything that you guys need to know about building an unstoppable business. If you're trying to talk about LLCs, want to talk about corporate structures, any questions that you want to have, okay, you can ask it, okay? So the podcast that I have, the YouTube channel is called The Winning Podcast. All of the replays will be saved there. And the Facebook group is called Win in Real Estate Facebook group. Okay, we have 4,300 people in there. And man, I'm excited, guys. Are you guys excited about 2025, man? Let me tell you what I did today. Okay, this is my routine. This morning I woke up, I read my Bible. I got my Bible reading in. Okay, I got 3.5 miles out with my daughter. Okay, my son practiced basketball today. I did some real estate stuff with my brokerage. I wrote a couple of offers. Okay, I sent some stuff out to Elena Cardone so we could set up. Hold on just a second. I set up a meeting with Elena Cardone so we can hit the ground running with recruiting more agents for our real estate brokerage. And then also I made a connection with a TC, a transaction coordinator for our transaction coordinator company that is supposed to be getting hired on Friday. So guys, listen, man, I don't know about you guys, but listen, one thing that I have learned about anything in business is that you got to be consistent. Everybody write consistent in the chat. Consistent. Okay. I'm going to commit myself to being consistent with helping you guys win. But all I'm going to ask you guys to do is stay engaged with what it is that we're doing. And then again, while you guys are on here, I am committing myself to make sure that you guys have everything that you guys need to win in 2025. Okay, so let's get started. Now, first and foremost, okay, rep your city again. What states are you checking in from? And for the 10 people that are on LinkedIn and TikTok. Right now, we got 168 people across all social media platforms. So if you guys see me looking around, okay, that means that I'm looking at different platforms. I'm not just looking, okay, I'm looking at different platforms. So I see Instagram, I see Tanisha Home Loans. I see a couple of other people have joined the live. Okay, what questions do you guys have before we get started? Okay, so what's the first question? What question do you guys have? Okay, so we got 10 people. We got 100. Listen, if y'all not banging those thumbs, man, I'm not going to pour into you guys. So if you're on TikTok, hit those thumbs, okay? And if you guys are on any of the other social media platforms, okay, you guys could ask me any questions that you guys want to have, and then I'm just going to pour into you guys. I'm going to empty out my cup and pour into you guys. Okay, so what questions do you guys have? What questions do we have so far? Okay. All right, thank you for the share, Eddie. Thank you for the share. Okay. All right, if you guys don't have any questions right now, I'm just going to start, okay? The number one problem that people have when starting any type of real estate investment journey is that they don't have their admin together. That's the biggest mistake, okay? Everybody put the word admin in the chat. Admin, 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 admin. Okay, put admin in the chat. If you're on the live right now, put admin in. I'm waiting. Put admin in the chat. Admin, admin. Are you guys awake, TikTok? Are y'all with me? Oh, we just gonna hang out and listen to me. Okay. Admin, Tanisha, what's up? Okay, finally, we got somebody. Admin, here's what I mean by that. People will get into real estate and then they'll forget the taxes. People will get into real estate investing and they'll forget to have their corporation set up. People will get into business set up and they'll forget to have a bookkeeper or a tax planner. People get into real estate and they don't have a business plan. They don't have a target. So what we're going to be talking about, we're going to be debunking those things. And we're going to be specifically talking about how you guys could win in getting into structuring any type of business, whether it be real estate or anything else. And we're going to talk to you guys. Okay. How about now? Give me a thumbs up, TikTok, if you guys are with me. I had to turn off my Wi-Fi. I was wondering why. Okay, put a 1 in the chat if you guys could hear me, TikTok. Okay. Gee whiz, man. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so guys, listen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start. Okay, so now I had to turn my Wi-Fi. I was wondering why TikTok wasn't growing. Usually I have like 150 people in here right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now, for those of you that are on the show, guys, I'm going to shut down TikTok and reopen. No, matter of fact, I'm going to keep going. If they left, they left. Okay, damn, doing it again. Okay, what's up, Travis? Okay, good to see you. Okay, so here's the deal, guys. If you guys have questions or comments about real estate investing, or if you want to know about how to start a business, we're going to be talking about that. The same thing, acting the same again, still going in and out. Gee whiz, man. Can you guys hear me? Okay, I'm going to rock out. All right. So if I was going to start real estate, the first thing that I would do is I would get into multifamily. Everybody put multifamily in the chat. Multifamily. Multifamily. Let me move this real quick. Multifamily. I got to get this Wi-Fi sorted out, man. It's always something, man. But guess what? The devil is a lie. Okay? Regardless, we're going to still continue to rock out. Multifamily, okay? Multifamily, okay? How's that? Is that better? Okay. Multifamily. The reason why I want to tell people to get into multifamily is because here's an example. Okay. So let's just say I have two properties, right? I have a single family home and I have a multifamily. One is a fourplex, okay, and one is a single family home. Okay, what I want to talk about with you guys, I want every single person to write what is the best way to set up a Navy business account. I'm going to talk to you about that, Travis. I got you. Okay, stay put. Let's just say I had a multifamily and I wanted to get into investing. Okay, all right. I'm going to show you guys something. Okay, right now, I want you guys to put vacancy loss in the chat. Vacancy loss, okay? And what we're going to talk about, hey, Constance, Happy New Year. Okay, vacancy loss. Everybody put vacancy loss in the chat, okay? Right now I'm walking through, I'm going to go step by step on why I picked multifamily going into 2025, okay, and better. Now, single family homes, there's nothing wrong with investing in single family homes. It's absolutely nothing wrong with that, okay? So somebody give me the textbook definition of vacancy loss. Tell me what it is and what does it sound like, okay? Across all social media platforms, tell me what vacancy loss sounds like. What does that sound like? I'll give you guys an example. Let's just say that I decided that I wanted to raise the rent on a single family home $100. Okay, everybody put $100 in the chat right now. Okay, and I got your question about the Navy Federal account, guys. Okay, loss of income due to vacancy. It's exactly what it is. That's exactly right. Okay, so on TikTok, that is correct. Vacancy loss is essentially meaning that you're losing money because you're not drawing any money from tenants. That's all it is, okay? Very simple way to understand it. Okay, so now let's just say that I had a single family home and I wanted to raise the rent $100 and that tenant says yes. What is 100 times 12 months? And this is pretty simple stuff. And I'm going to be moving around, man, until I get this studio stuff sorted out because usually I have a staff here, but they're off today. Okay, so I'm going to do this by myself, guys. So rock out with me as I'm dropping pins and stuff everywhere. But I want you guys to get this right. That's $1,200. Now let's just say I had a multifamily and I got 4 doors. Everybody put the number 4. Okay, and people are not breaking it down like this. I'm going to show you guys and break down how I talk about this stuff because majority of the people are like, what should I do? Should I get into multifamily? Should I get into single family homes? I always tell people to get the property, live in a property, live in a property. After you live in the property, you're going to get that equity position to invest in multifamily. So it's not one or the other. It's this and that. Okay. So now here's an example. Okay. So let me open up my calculator real quick and give you guys an example so you guys can physically see what I'm talking about. And right now I have 2 cameras, so stick with me, and it's going to be backwards, but you guys are going to do this. Okay. Here's my calculator right now. You can see it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to raise the rent $75. But how many doors did I say I have? Put it in the chat. How many doors did I say I had? How many doors? Hey, Daphne. How many doors did I say I had? One is a single family home and one is a fourplex, right? I'm raising the rent less money on the multifamily each door. I got 4 doors. I'm raising the rent $75 times 4. That's $300, right? So now I'm getting that rent every single month. So I'm going to take that number, that $300 number, and then I'm going to multiply times 12. That's $3,600 of potential income just by raising the rent $75. Now put a 1 in the chat if you guys want $1,200 more for a rental property. I'll put a 2 in the chat if you guys want $3,600 a month, a year. So when we're looking at these things and people are, I like to break things down on a minuscule level, guys, so everybody can understand it, okay? So as we're discussing these things and we're walking through multifamily versus single family home, I like multifamily because I have, number one, I have less vacancy loss. Everybody put that in the chat. Less vacancy losses. As I'm walking through this, guys, and I'm explaining it, I need you to put it in the chat because I'm not going to be able to repeat it while people are trying to catch up. So guys, listen to me. Number one, vacancy loss, okay? Number 2, revenue increase opportunities. Okay. So I'm able to increase my revenue. I have more revenue opportunities to get more money because I have more doors. Okay. Number 3, once you get to the commercial space, that's 5 or more doors, right? When you're getting into multifamily investing, right? Then you also have additional opportunities like vending machines. That's a revenue source. Okay, laundry mats where people have to pay in commercial residential real estate, right? You have premium parking. You have more pet deposits, right? You have all types of things that you can draw revenue into, but those are just some of them. So think about it like this. Let's just say that I had a multifamily, and this is let's just go a 30-unit apartment complex, right? Okay, watch this. Let's just say 30 units. Okay, I got 10 washing machines that I'm charging $3 for. Let's just say actually more than that. I think it's like $4. Let's just say $4. Okay, and then I have people use that laundromat and they got, let's just say 3 loads a piece times 3 loads. That's $12, right? Let's just say they wash laundry twice a week times 2 times 52 weeks. Okay, that's now I have that times 2 because I have washer and dryer I got to pay for. Okay, that's just one person. I mean, that's just let's just say that's one person. Let's just say that it was multiply times 20 people. That's another $10,000 of revenue coming in just from the laundries, right? So when you guys are looking at these scenarios and you're doing things, there's so many revenue opportunities that people can get into, and most people are like asking me, so Tony, should I get into, what should I do? Should I get a single family home first? And the answer is yes. Okay. All right. That's how I started in real estate. The lowest barrier of entry to get into, but listen, single family homes, buying single family homes is for equity position is not always, it's just when you buy single family homes, you're looking for the equity position to invest in other opportunities. Let me give you guys an example. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys want an example. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys want an example. If you guys are just joining me, we're talking about multifamily versus single family homes. And then I'm going to talk about, I had a question about business lines of credit with Navy Federal. We're going to get into that next. Okay, let me do a quick room reset. Happy 2025, ladies and gentlemen. I am Anthony Glenn. Welcome to the Winning Podcast, where we help you win in real estate business. Right now, we got Win Olympics, Win-onomics. Winning day, guys. I'm super excited to have you guys all on the show. We have 282 people across all social media platforms. I am live on TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. If you're on TikTok, guys, if you're not banging those thumbs, you're not trying to make no money. If you're uncomfortable in this room talking about money, you're in the wrong space, because I am trying to make or encourage people to get to the bag in 2025. It is January 1st. And I'm going to commit myself to coming on here and sharing what I know, because I know beyond a reasonable doubt that America wants to keep you broke. Now, if you're here and you're trying to win, put a 1 in the chat, guys, because I'm going to be talking about any question that you have about real estate, corporations, anything. But here's the deal, guys. If you're on TikTok, don't be selfish. It's 2025. Get the shares up. Give me 5 more shares. And the rules of engagement is for every 1,000 likes and 5 shares, I'm going to drop another nugget, guys. All right. So now I'm going to answer some questions, guys. And if you're on TikTok and you want to come up, the first couple of people that want to come up, Travis, you asked the first question. So guess what, brother? You're the next contestant on to win, guy. So I'm going to bring you up right now. Okay. And you and I are going to have a conversation, and I'm going to pour into you about getting a business line of credit. And anybody on my live right now that has any questions that they want to come up on TikTok, guys, this is an interactive show. So if you guys want to come up and ask questions, I am interconnected to the different social media platforms. So guys, bang those thumbs out. Give me up to 3 more shares. I owe you 2 nuggets. I'm going to break down how to get a business line of credit with Travis. Travis, but you got to come up, bro. You can't hang out because it's too much for me to talk about. So I'm inviting you up so I can answer your question. All right, brother Travis.
What's going on, man?
Happy 2025, brother.
Same to you, my friend.
Okay. So right now since you are the first person, guess what, my brother? I'm going to pour into you. Get a pen right now. Me and you are going to walk through getting a business line of credit, and I'm going to break it down step by step. And then you're going to go out and get your business, establish yourself to getting your business line of credit with Navy Federal Credit Union. You ready to go?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So what is your business?
It's Airbnb real estate.
Okay, you got an Airbnb real estate. Okay, are you incorporated?
LLC, yeah.
Okay, you got a limited liability company. Now walk me through how the revenue comes into your limited liability company. I'm a tenant. I rent your Airbnb. Tell me the flow of the money. Where does it go to?
I'm just now getting it started, so I don't have anything set up.
That's good. That's good. That's a good thing. Okay. All right. So number 1, step 1. Everybody put step 1 in the chat, guys. Step 1. He's going to open up 3 accounts with a bank. Okay. First, he already has his LLC. To establish a business line of credit, you have to have your corporate documentation. You're going to take it to the bank. Very simple to do. Step 1, incorporate. Okay. Now he has the right. Okay. So now, can anybody tell me why it is important for him to have an S corp versus an LLC? Now I want everybody to put the word consulting in the chat. Consulting. Every single person put consulting in the chat. If you've never opened up an LLC or anything else, you want to open it up as a consulting company. And when I get up to 20 shares, I'll explain why and give you guys the code, the actual next code. Okay, to set up or identify your company as a consulting company. Now, Travis, I got a couple of questions to ask you. Airbnb, do you consult?
Yes.
Okay, do you consult in business people who come and rent your Airbnb?
Yes.
Okay, do you consult the management company that manages the LLC that comes into the company to clean the clean, right? Yes. Okay, hint. The reason why you want to set it up as a consulting company is consulting companies have a low volatile versus a real estate company. So the best advice that I could give you guys is never set up your LLC as a real estate company. Okay, now step 2. Okay, you got your corporate documentation. Bam, here it is. So now I'm going to take my corporate documentation, and then I'm going to take it down to the bank. And then they're going to ask you, what type of company are you? I am a consulting company. You open up 3 accounts. Put the number 3 in there. Here's why I'm telling you to set up those 3 accounts. The more accounts that you have with the bank that's associated and transact with that bank, the higher level they're going to look at you to see that you are an actual established business. The more money that you have in the account, the more they're going to look at your business as they're going to want to look at you more, because this is how banks make money. Banks make money off of loans, and that's the only way they can make money, off of loans, number one, and then number two, off of late fees and credit cards. Okay? So think about that, right? So have you ever put a 1 in the chat if you ever went to the bank, okay, and then you tried to pull your money out and it was a large amount and they had to make you wait? Well, that's why, because they lend your money. 85 to 90% of your money gets borrowed against. Okay? Now, let me walk you through this. Okay, so now I got my corporation. I open up a consulting company. I open up 3 accounts. The 3 accounts is going to be a business checking, a business savings account, and then a personal account. Here's why. Okay. Money comes into the Airbnb. Okay. A tenant comes into the Airbnb, and this is how you're going to set it up, Travis. And again, you're the first person that came on here, so stick with me. It's going to take me about 3 or 4 minutes. Is that okay, Travis? That's fine?
Yeah.
Okay, we can barely hear you. If you could speak a little bit louder, because I want to make sure that people got this. Okay. So now that he has the LLC and he opened up the consulting company, he's going to after he everybody put the word before. Every single person put before in the chat. Before he applies for business line of credit, he needs to have this done. Number 1, you need to have a phone number. Everybody put phone number in the chat. That somebody answers. A professional phone number. That's number 1. Number 2, he needs to have a landing page or a website. Okay? Number 3, he has to have a physical address or brick and mortar. Everybody put brick and mortar in the chat. And for those of you who coming in here right now, guys, get the shares up right now, because I'm walking him through how to get a business line of credit. And nobody's telling you guys this, and I'm giving it to you for free. They want to charge you for it. So the very least that you guys could do is bang those thumbs while I'm on here. Give me up to 2,000 likes on TikTok, and give me up to 20 shares right now. I need 8 more shares. And I'm going to walk you through why you need this. Okay. Number 4, on your landing page and website, you need your mission statement and your vision statement. And number 5, how do people transact with you? Okay. Now let me walk through this stuff, and I'm going to explain why you need this stuff. You need a phone number, because if I was to accuse you of being an established business, okay, how could if I call you, right? Think about this. If I call your business and nobody answers the phone, how are they going to collect the bills? Right? So what the banks do is they're not going to lend money to somebody they can't find, right? So think about this. A lot of this stuff is common sense stuff, and a lot of people overlook it. The tighter your admin is, the higher level of business line of credit you're going to be able to get, okay? And then Travis, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you where the money goes. Everybody put 3 C's in the chat. 3 C's. 3 C's. Okay, everybody put 3 C's in the chat. I'm going to wait. 3 C's, 3 C's. Credit, collateral, and capital. Okay? Now, the reason why you need a brick and mortar is because the bank needs to know where to send the bills to. Okay? The reason why you need the mission and vision statement is because it is essential for you to know when the bank calls you, you need to have something called a pitch deck. Somebody look up pitch deck, pitch deck, pitch deck, PITCHDECK, pitch deck. Now, Travis, what you're going to do is since you're the first person that came on the live today, I'm going to give you a free business plan template, and then you're going to write it, and I'm going to give you 1 week to write it, and you're going to come back to me, and then you're going to understand why to do that. Is that a deal? Since I'm giving you this free information, I'm going to give you a free business plan template. Okay, I'm going to give it to you. Okay, Travis?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, now the reason why I'm giving him that business plan is because that business plan is like a gun. If I have a gun, what do I have to put in the gun? Come on, help me out, y'all. Put it in the chat or say it. Bullets. In order for me to put bullets in the gun, I have to aim the gun, and then I got to aim at a what? A target, right? So banks like to hear a pitch deck. A pitch deck is basically like a 2-minute explanation of what your business does. It's going to include these things. Number one, okay, who you are. Number two, and I'm going to give it to you, Travis, so you can understand it. So I'm just going to make one up. This is the example. My name is Travis. I want to get a business line of credit. I do consulting for Airbnb businesses. Okay, and then essentially what I do is I do corporate and government housing for those that are seeking to utilize me. And then also the reason why I'm looking to get the business line of credit is because I'm looking to scale. Now, if you notice, you're solving a problem. So who you are, number one, what you do, number two, number three, what problem that you solve. Those are the most important things with a pitch deck, okay? So when you're talking about these things, when the bank calls you, you'll be able to have that from writing your business plan, okay? Now, Travis, stick with me because I'm going to walk you through why you need the phone number, the landing page, and the mission and vision statement together, okay? And then we're going to walk through how to structure that line of credit, okay? All right? So now, ladies and gentlemen, let me do a reset real quick. My name is Anthony Glenn. Hey, guys, if you guys are enjoying the conversation, put a 1 in the chat, guys. My name is Anthony Glenn. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've been investing in real estate and business development for a long time. I've done over $1 billion in real estate assets and transactions. If you guys look me up on Google, you will be able to see that we did around $240 million in 2023 of real estate transactions. That's around 7.1 million. I have 7 real estate companies. 5 out of the 7 real estate companies are 7 figures or more. And what I'm doing on here is I'm looking to help people invest and I'm going to give you the information for you to invest. You're going to research the information. I'll give you the tax information so you can look it up. All I'm looking for you to do, guys, is help me grow. So anything that I do is going to be give and take. I give you something, you give me something, okay? And one thing that people don't do on TikTok is they don't show you guys the money. They don't show you how to set up everything. They don't tell you the step-by-step process because they want to charge you $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. The only way that I was able to get to where I am today is I had to help people in order to make I feel like God has given me and blessed me the ability to build unstoppable business. So the reason why I'm on live right now instead of hanging out with my family is because I feel like there's people out here that just need a chance. They just need a shot. If somebody gave somebody a shot on how to win, more people would be winning. But they don't give people a shot because they want to hold the information around from people. And they want to charge you all of this money for it. So all I'm charging you guys to do is not be selfish and bang those thumbs out, get shares, and any questions that you guys have about business for the next hour and a half, every Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, I am going to pour into people just like I'm pouring into Travis. And since Travis took the initiative to get up on stage and ask the question, I'm going to pour his cup until it's overflowing. Because I know if I pour into him, it's going to be up to him to take the knowledge and invest. Okay? And then I know if his cup is overfilling, there's going to be other cups underneath him because he's going to know how to do it and he's going to help more people do the same thing. You with me, Travis?
Absolutely. Yes.
All right, fantastic. Okay. All right. So now I got my physical address. Remember, you got to set all of this stuff up before you get a business line of credit. The 3 C's is credit, collateral, and capital. Okay. The 3 C's stand for credit, collateral, capital. Credit, collateral, capital. Put that in the chat. Credit, collateral, capital. Credit, collateral, capital. Okay. Now, if you guys stick around here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to text you guys a number to where you can get on here and you can text and you guys can get the free business plan template. When I give you the free business plan template, you guys don't write it, it's on you. It's not on me anymore. Because majority of the people, the reason why people who pay attention. So I'm going to give the information away for free that you don't have to pay for it. And I'm going to see how committed that you are to get into that million. Because I'm serious. I'm going to make 100 millionaires in the next 48 months. That's 2 years. I have 2 years to make. That's 50 millionaires. Get you on track to get your $1 million company. And I'm going to tell you how to build it. And I'm going to be doing this and kicking information right now. Okay. So now let's get back to it. Okay. So number one, the reason why the business is going to want to give you a business line of what? credit because you have reoccurring money coming in. So everybody put the word reoccurring. Georgia Home Advisor. I don't know why you put your number in there. Did you want me to call you or? Okay. 470-263-8121. Okay. Georgia Home Advisor. Is there a reason why you put your number up there? I'm just asking. Is it because you wanted me to reach out to you? Okay. What's up, Teddy? Teddy, I'm breaking down how to build a business line of credit. Okay. So step one. Okay. So now credit, collateral, and capital. What does reoccurring sound like, guys? What does reoccurring sound like? Reoccurring. Somebody tell me what does reoccurring sound like? Reoccurring. Reoccurring. It means it repeats. Okay. So essentially, when you're building if you put money into the company, here, do not. Every single person put do not. 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 I'm waiting. Do not. Do not put a lump sum of money into the bank account. If you got $10,000, break that $10,000 into 12 months and put that money into the business checking account, reoccurring into increments. Can anybody tell me why? Why do I want to do that, Travis? Why do you think I'm telling you to do that?
They want cash flow in.
They want to see cash flow. So if I got $10,000 divided by 12, okay, that means I'm going to put $850 a month into the account for 90 days, okay? Now, this process, the reason why I'm telling you guys to do this is because now you're showing that you have an established bank account. You're building credit. They're showing that, okay, this guy has a successful business. He has 850 flag for personal information. Repeat violation could result. Okay, hold on just a second, man. My life does not contain personal information. Okay. All right. So if you have reoccurring money coming into the account, okay, that's establishing and showing that you have a established account. And guys, listen to me before, if TikTok cuts me down, I don't know why they say I'm not pushing personal information, but guys, I'm going to give you guys a number. 760. Write it down. 760. 573. 2731. Travis, repeat it to me.
You cut out when your phone was ringing.
760.
60.
573.
573.
2731.
731.
You're going to text the word WIN, W-I-N, and I'm going to send you that free business plan template. Text the word WIN to 760 573 2731. Okay. Now, I'm going to text that free business plan template to you guys. If you guys want that, make sure that you guys put a one in the chat if you want this template, because you got to write it. It's going to tell you what to do. And if you have problems with it, you're going to come back on the live and ask me any questions, okay? Now, 760 573 2731. Text the word WIN, W-I-N, and we're going to walk through that business plan template. I'm going to give y'all 7 days to write it. If you're not willing to sacrifice 7 days to write your free business plan, you don't want a business. It's that simple. Okay. Now, credit, collateral, and capital. You want to put money reoccurring into the account. Okay. And then you want to set up the phone number. You want to set up the landing page. The landing page is going to have the mission and vision statement. Okay. And then you're going to register your limited liability company with the Chamber of Commerce. Okay. Why do you want to do that? Because now you have a grand opening for your corporation. And then also you're going to set up a Google and Yelp profile, Travis. A Google and Yelp profile.
Okay.
Now here's the reason why you want to set up the Google and Yelp profile. Now think about it. Ring, ring. Hello, this is ABC Lending. Okay, my name is X Limited Liability Company, and I'm looking up to open up a business line of credit. The first question that they're going to ask you guys is, what does your business do? I do consulting. Okay, fantastic. Check in the box. Okay, they're going to ask you, do you have a website? Yes, www.com. They're going to research and see if you have a website. Does your phone number on there? Boom. Okay, and I look this person up, and then you got a Google profile with your physical address verified that you are an actual physical company. So think about it. If you was a bank and you don't have these things set up, you're eliminating yourself for being able to get a business line of credit because they can't find you. Is this making sense, Travis? So that's why I was telling people, a lot of people mess up the admin and they don't set up their corporations because they don't have their administrative stuff set up. So once you set up that Google and Yelp profile, and setting up a Google profile, all it is if you got a Google account, whatever your corporation name is, and this is another thing, guys, just stop. Don't set up your company. If you're gonna do Gmail, do a Gmail business. It's like $100 a year. Okay, and don't make your corporation name long. So what is your corporation name, Travis? If you don't mind me asking, it's public anyway. So,
Well, I got it through Wyoming Agents. It is email is admin bkp escapeartist.com.
okay, all right. So get your domain name. So, and don't make it a long ass name. And any business, any single business, listen to me. You want to set up your business name. Okay, when you set up your corporation, you don't want to do business in your corporation name. Everybody put DBA in the chat. DBA. That stands for doing business as. So when you set up your corporation, all you got to do is go down to the city and say, hey, I have a corporation. I want to do a DBA, and the DBA name is going to be Acme. Acme. Okay. Now, here's the reason why. You want to do a business as ABCD. Here's the reason why. Think about a book. What's in front of a book? The A's. What's in the back of the book? The Z's. So when you do a business, it's statistically proven that companies with names A, B, C, and D, okay, are going to get used more than companies that start with Z. Because people search companies in the first four to six business names. And the reason why you want to establish your corporation, your corporation, when you establish your corporation, it doesn't matter what the corporation name is. You do a DBA with the city, okay, and they'll do depending on what state that you're in, that DBA is going to be the forward-facing company name, and then the LLC is going to be the name. So if you look up Tesla is probably a fictitious business name. It's not probably. If you look up Amazon is probably a fictitious business name. It's probably another name that corporation is doing business as. Does that make sense? Now, Travis, let me know if I'm going too fast. So now I want to make sure that you got this, okay? I'm going to walk through it again, okay? So the reason why you want to set up the phone number is because the bank's going to call the number. The reason why you want a landing page is because they want collateral to see that you're an established business. So they want to see that your website and your phone number is connected. And then to put the icing on the cake, you need a physical address with a Google profile and a Yelp profile attached with some reviews, okay? That's called collateral. So that means that as soon as you establish a LLC or S Corp or C Corp, you now have an established business. Once you have an established business, you have something called an EIN number. You're an employer, okay? Once you're an employer, okay, and you have all of that administrative stuff set up, you got your tax ID number or your EIN number, you're going to be doing business as that. And then now you can apply for a business line of credit. So you don't want to just pump money in there. You want to put money reoccurring in there, okay? And then you're going to hire your bookkeeper to hire you as an employee, okay? And that's the last and final thing that I'm going to do before I continue to go on. Okay, so now, Travis, let me give you an example, okay? Company dollar, all right? And this is the reason why you want to set yourself up as an employee to your company, okay? Now, let's just say that I make $100,000 in my company, okay? And I pay myself $50,000. Your Airbnb goes viral, okay? Anthony Glenn checks in, and then I go in there, and then I do a video in there, and then the Airbnb becomes famous. You know what I'm saying? Now I got that $50,000 that I have in there, okay? You paid yourself $50,000. As an employee, the IRS is going to tax you on this income coming in as $50,000. Now you unlock opportunities to invest in more investment strategies like a simplified employee pension IRA. So 25% of this income, that's $12,500 can go in an IRA tax deferred. That's why you want to hire yourself and put yourself on payroll. Okay? So, and then the last and final thing is, I'm going to show you the flow through of the money, and then we're going to open up the questions. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, put a 1 in the chat if you guys are enjoying the conversation. I'm basically breaking down Travis. He was the first question of the day. I just basically walked through to show him what he needs to do to establish himself to get a business line of credit. Okay. He knows everything that he needs. And then he wants to open up a trade line. That's the last and final thing. Get a trade line, start transacting with that trade line, start buying stuff, or, get a business credit card. It's going to be easier for you to get a business credit card like Uline or something like that and buy your materials off that Uline. Because if you got a line of credit and stuff like that, and you have that company established and it's good to go, and you show that you're doing that, they're gonna ask you, how much does your company make? You're always gonna go big. What's your projected income? $5 million. That's my projected income. Always go big. Everybody put go big.
Go big.
Okay, put go big in the chat. The bigger, the more. Check this out. The more efficient that you, the more efficient that you have, the more efficient that you are with your administrative stuff, the more clean that your company looks, the more visible that your company looks, the higher chance that you guys have an opportunity to get a business line of credit. Okay. Okay. So are there any questions?
Okay. So I'm going to piggyback before anybody else pops in for questions. So the LLC, I've already got the name, and I did that under real estate.
That's fine. It's too late. I mean, you don't want to. Okay, but you haven't opened up the business account. So when you open up your business account, they're going to ask you, and then usually they'll identify a code to your company.
Right. So would I put consulting in those sections with Navy?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and that's called a NAICS code, NAICS code. Yeah, NAICS code.
It's on there a couple times asking, like, describe what you do.
Yep.
All that stuff. So I just didn't want to mess it up and it be at high risk and get flagged, and then funding would be lower than normal because it's high risk.
Okay, so if you follow those steps, then you won't have a problem with getting a business line of credit. Your administrative stuff is what's going to help you get the line of credit. And if you're doing this, a lot of people are utilizing their own income to build a business. And as long as you're conservative with your lines of credit, it shouldn't be a problem with you go ahead and getting stuff done. Okay, so who has questions they would like to propose to the stage? Okay, and Travis, repeat the number that I told you to text.
I got it on screen record. I didn't
write it down, bro. Because if you don't write I done poured into you for 20 minutes. Okay. All right. So he's choosing the S Corp election and the LLC to pay himself as a salary. That's correct. Okay. That is correct. And then usually if you have a multiple member limited liability company, you can do that. Okay. That's correct. 760-573-2731. You're going to text the word WIN, W-I-N, to that number. And then I'm going to text the free business plan template. I'm only giving y'all 7 days to write it. Don't call me asking me for any. Listen, I don't have time to diagnose your business. What I do have time is if you write the business plan, it's going to answer a bunch of questions for you guys. But when you have a pitch deck with your business, it's going to be easier for you guys to get a business line of credit because you've established who you are, what you do, and what problem that you solve. I have been trying to list myself on Google, but I am having issues. Okay. All right. So Travis, appreciate you coming up. Okay. And then good luck to you. And then I'll text you that template this afternoon. Okay.
Thank you, bro.
Okay. Thank you for popping up. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Happy New Year. I'm Anthony Glenn. I am a serial entrepreneur, real estate investor. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys learned something. Who has the next question? Okay, right now, guys, before any other questions that I give, guys, put a 1 in the chat if that was good information that you guys learned just now, guys, because I'm kicking it like a sensei, okay? This is the Win Olympics. You got Winning Anthony Glenn, and today I'm going to teach you guys how to win in business, real estate, lines of credit, anything that you guys want to ask me, you guys can ask me, okay, on the show today. We're going to be talking about everything, and I'm setting up. Now, for those of you that are on TikTok, I'm not giving any more game until y'all give me to 6 more shares on TikTok, guys, and 2,000 likes. So right now, bang those thumbs out. If you guys are on the live, share this with your friends. Get me in front of more people. Okay, Do you have a list of banks to apply for? I'm going to answer that question, but get me up to 5 more shares, guys. I need 5 more shares, and I'll answer that question. Okay. What you got, Nick? Ricky, welcome to the winning podcast. How can I help you win, brother?
How you doing, Anthony? I just wanted to wish you a happy new year. We talked before.
Okay, fantastic, Ricky. What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm pleasant. God is good, you know.
That's good. That's good. What are you working on? What is? Let me ask you a question. What is one thing that you did not do in 2024 that you're committed to doing in 2025? One thing.
Well, I'm going to start doing real estate this year. I have a trucking company with the family.
Okay.
And we want to keep the real estate business with the family as well. And definitely when it's time to start and execute, I'm going to give you a call.
Okay. All right.
So much.
Well, you got to have a question for me, Ricky. What question? You got to ask me something, bro. You can't come up here and not ask a winning question. You can't be on the winning podcast without asking the question. What you got, brother? Give me one question. Anything.
Where would I start with beginning the real estate venture? Is it opening the trust or what?
Great question. His question was, what is the first step to investing in real estate? Everybody put the word free in the chat. Free. Guys, we got 26 people here right now. Only got 19 shares. Give me up to 4 more shares, guys. I need 4 more shares, and I'm going to give some game. The very, very first step that you should start with is writing a plan.
Okay.
That is free, guys. If you guys want to get into real estate, you should not start without a plan. The plan is free. It's going to show that you're committed. The plan, look, put a 1 in the chat if you guys want me to open up read some of the business plan from one of my businesses. I'll read some of the stuff right now, real time with you guys. Okay. All right. So let me pull up. Okay. Let me pull up. I'm going to pull something up. I'm on my computer right now. Okay. Gmail. Okay. All right. Give me a second. I'm going to pull something up. And here's the reason why I'm telling you guys to do this is because, listen, you should never, ever start investing in real estate. I don't give a damn what anybody tells you without a plan. Because business. Okay. All right. Business plan. Okay. So right here, I'm going to read some of the components of my the most recent business plan that I wrote. Okay. Every single company that I write, every single company that I design or anything else, I start with a plan. Here's why I start with the plan. Because how are you going to build a house without the foundation? That plan is going to tell you your competitive market advantage. So you're not creating a company and then you're not competitive with prices. It's going to make you do research. That plan is going to tell you your mission. If you're a real estate investor, your mission is to invest in real estate to get passive income. Okay, or whatever that plan may be. Okay, your vision is going to be, I want X amount of units. It's your roadmap to where you're going. Okay, if you get in the car without directions, what's the purpose of getting in the car, right? So that plan is essential for you to write, and it's going to tell you the startup costs and everything else. And it's going to make you see if you want to get into commercial real estate, residential real estate, you want to be a real estate broker, you want to be a wholesaler, you want to be a developer. It's going to make you research different aspects of the business to see what you're more comfortable with. And then typically if you write a plan, just like football, to win a championship, you got to have a strategy. So that's the reason why you want to have a plan. And it's going to also tell you what you need to get started. Okay. So when you and a lot of people don't even, they just don't think about these things. They're more interested in making the money. You cannot have fruit on the tree. You can't have, okay, what comes first? The fruit on the tree or the root of the tree?
The root.
Okay. So you can't have good fruit with bad roots. So think about it. The root comes first. Then out of the root comes the vine. Then from the vine comes the leaves. Then from the leaves comes the fruit. And then the fruit is the better. You have multiple fruit from one seed. The seed of your business is going to be your business plan. You cannot have good fruit with bad roots. You have to start with a plan. And typically what a lot of people forget is they're like, okay, I want to start in real estate. And then it's like, you never get started because you don't have a plan, right? So if you don't have a plan, you plan to fail. So once you establish your plan, get that plan solid, and you write your business plan, then you have a clear cut direction of where you want to go. And then if I have a gun and I'm shooting, what do I got to shoot at?
The target.
The target, okay? So the business plan is going to be processes to get you to your goal. And then once you achieve the goal, then you can scale the goal. You cannot scale a business if you don't know what the roadblocks are. Does that make sense? So as we're going through this stuff, it's not just about getting into real estate. Why do you want to get into real estate? Who do you want to get into real estate with? What genre of real estate did you want to get into? If you don't data dump that out, it's like your head. Real estate's like a puzzle. Okay, think about a puzzle. What's on the front of a puzzle? What's on the front of the puzzle box?
The big picture.
The picture, right? You got the picture. What do you got to do to the puzzle box? You got to do what? Open it. And then you got to dump the pieces out. You know what your final product is. That's going to be your vision. The mission is to put the pieces together in real estate. Watch. Piece number one. Okay. How much? What's the financing? Piece number two. What location do I want to go? Piece number three. What genre of real estate do I want to get in? Piece number four. Okay. Do I need contractors for rehab? Piece number five. Do I need a bookkeeper to make sure when I start making money? Okay. Piece number six. Do I need a real estate attorney to make sure I structure my LLC correctly? Piece number seven. Is this making sense? Put a 1 in the chat if this is making sense to you guys, right? Yeah. So your plan is going to be the number one step, okay? Do not get into real estate without a business plan. I'm telling you, you're going to fail. Because what's going to happen is that you get into Airbnb, you start making money, you don't have a corporation. Then you start making all of this money, you get sued, and then now they're coming after you because you don't have your LLC in a trust. You have the property in the LLC name. So now if the property is worth $1 million and then a tenant moves in there and somebody gets sexually assaulted, they're coming after you because they know you own the property because the property is in your LLC name. So now instead of having an LLC, how about getting the limited liability company to operate the Airbnb business and then having a trust with multiple members own the LLC and the property? You understand, Ricky? Is this making sense?
Partially. I'm still a little baffled with trust.
Okay, we're going to get into that. Don't worry about that. I got you with that. But the moral of the story, brother, is start with a plan. And put a 2 in the chat if you guys want my free business plan template, guys. I'm giving it to you guys. I'm giving you 7 days. I am on an intimate pursuit to put 100 people into the process of becoming a millionaire. If that is you, I don't care. If it's not you, cool. Continue to be, look, I'm going to tell you right now, guys, you guys are going to run out of money if you don't have a plan. Straight up. Okay? You're going to run out of money. I'll prove it to you guys. You're going to run out of money if you're not listening to me. Social Security and your little 401k that you got, by the time you're 62 and a half years old, you'll have $250,000. $250,000, that's got to last you for 30 years. If you do the math and you look at this and you take your Social Security income and your 401k income and add it up, it's around $26,000 annually. If you save $10,000 a year, okay, it'll take you 100 years to get to $1 million. You're going to have a plan to print money for you guys. And the reason why I'm talking about this stuff and I'm so compassionate about describing these things is because people are not thinking outside of the box. All right. Again, the number is 760 573 2731. I'll text the free business plan template. I'll text you guys the Facebook group so you guys can download it. I'm going to post it today and it'll be right at the top of the page. I'm not charging you anything. All I'm asking for you guys is to take 7 days, 1 week, and get it done. And then you guys are going to come on the live and say, oh, Anthony, I wrote my business plan. Guess what? You write the business plan. Now you dump the puzzle box out. Now it's time for you to through the edges and start putting the piece together. Not for you weirdos to be putting the middle together. You know what I'm saying? Put the edges together and start building your plan. So thank you, Ricky, for joining me. And I appreciate that question. Brother, happy 2025. I'm looking forward. Stay on here. I will be answering trust questions also. And then I'll also be giving you some more information. No, text the word WIN to 760-573-2731. Again, that number is 760-573-2731. Text WIN, not WHEN, not WIND. For those of you who were SAT waivers to get into college, okay? WIN, like winner, WIN, okay? And then I will make sure that you guys get that business plan template. Thank you, Ricky, for joining us.
Thank you, sir. Happy 2025.
All right, you too, brother. All right, guys, if you guys are enjoying the show, put a 1 in the chat, guys, because I'm going to keep rocking out. I got 45 minutes. Again, my name is Anthony Glenn. I'm a serial entrepreneur, real estate broker, real estate investor out of sunny Southern California. I can help you get to the bag. I'm going to name the companies that we have that I started from scratch. Cardone Veterans Group, that's my most recent company, partnered with billionaire Grant Cardone. Number 2, Win in Real Estate, mentoring and coaching for real estate agents. That's a Facebook group and a YouTube channel that I'm on live across all social media platforms, talking to 280 people right now. Okay, if you go to wirementors.com, you will see Win in Real Estate, Google profile, and everything that I told you, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, and all that other stuff. Okay, that's my my coaching company. Okay, excuse me. Veteran Homeowners Club, that's my 501c3. That's my nonprofit where we assist veterans. That's my philanthropic arm. Veteran Homeowners Club, where we do community outreach for veterans. Okay. The Liberty Group is my real estate brokerage. We currently have 61 real estate professionals in that group. We are a national real estate broker. So if you're in real estate, you're trying to scale your business, you guys could join the Facebook group and get in that Facebook group and get some referrals. And we vet realtors also in there to make sure that they're doing good business. Okay. And if you want to get coached, we have a coaching platform as well with that. The Liberty Group, the Glenn Group, which is my acquisitions company. That's where all of my real estate holdings are. That's a holding company. And that's where I buy and sell real estate through. That's my holding company. Military Mortgage Group, powered by APM. That's my mortgage company. I have a partnership with that company as well. And TC Me, that's our transaction coordinator company. So all of those companies are virtual, not virtual, but visible. If you Google all of them have a established Google profile with 50 or more reviews. Okay. Every single one of those companies have a business line of credit, and every single one of those companies have their separate corporate structure. Okay. Everybody puts separate corporate structure. Okay. Now, I'm going to be answering. Now, if you guys are not engaging on TikTok, I'm going to shut it down. Give me the 2,000 likes and give me up to 5 more shares. I owe y'all one more nugget. I'm going to tell you guys why I have each company in a separate corporation. Okay. Bold Trust. Thank you for coming up. How can I help you win today?
Hello, thanks for having me. I have a question. So if I have a LLC and the LLC is like 4 years old, but I don't have all this information that you just gave.
You was taking notes?
Yeah, I am taking a lot of notes.
Good.
It's a lot of information. I love it. So can I just put it on that LLC, or I have to like start again, build another one, and go from there?
Remember, listen, guys, listen to me. I don't care how small or big your business is. It doesn't matter. You have the ability to listen. A lot of y'all are eagles in the cage. Okay. The reason why you have a small business is because you think small. Okay. Your goal should be making, look, if you got, listen, you're not going to have multi-million-dollar problems thinking about small problems, right? So you don't have to restart your limited liability company. You just need to get your administrative stuff set up, brother. And then once your company grows to scale, create another LLC when you buy another property, right? You don't want to, a lot of people ask me, if it's not set up correctly, what should I do? You ain't got to pay no admin and do or anything else because you set it up incorrectly. You just leverage that LLC for something different, right? So if you got a company and it's not set up, the admin's not set up, remember, there's a couple of things that banks like to look at. How old your company is and how tight your admin is. So why would you restart when you already have an established LLC that's doing business? You just need to tighten up your administrative stuff and leverage that limited liability company to do different things, okay? Did I answer your question?
Oh, yes, you did. Thank you very much. That's
okay,
it.
so remember, what does your company do?
I'm trying to venture into real estate? Like,
No, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't like it. I'm trying to. Repeat
okay,
after me. I will
I will
be a real estate investor
be a real estate investor
by March
by March
2025.
of 2025.
What's your first name, brother?
My name is Adewale.
Okay, Adiwali. That's I don't know how to spell that, but AD. Okay, my brother AD. Everybody put a one in the chat to manifest that mark. Listen, stop saying I'm trying to, because I'm trying to is not going to get you there. Okay, it starts with you just created a timeline. I just created a timeline with you, and that's why. Look, now you gotta. What's the first steps you got to do to get to become a real estate investor? Write a plan.
Write a plan. Yes.
Okay, so now you got a plan and you got a timeline. That's half of your business plan right there. So now all you got to do is fill in the blanks. You already got a timeline. You want to buy a property before March, the end of March. And this is the reason why you want to set targets. Everybody put targets in the chat. Targets. It doesn't matter if you got bad credit. It doesn't matter. Listen, I don't care where you're at in your business. Okay? I don't even care if you're unemployed. Listen, you got bad credit, fix it. Right? What are you willing to lose in order to win? Time? Look, I could be doing anything. It's the first. Everybody else is kicking back, having a hangover. I took my ass to bed at 12:30 because I knew I had to get up and show up. Right? Stop procrastinating. Here's a question that I have for you guys. Do you want your family to inherit your procrastination? Do you want them to be a victim? If you got kids, mother, father that's still alive right now, they're looking at you. They're watching you. I don't want I can pull my son in here right now. He can talk. Anthony, come here. I'm going to pull my son in here and he can rock out. He's watching me. Okay? So guys, if you guys got a family, you got mother or father, do you want them to be a victim of your procrastination? Do you want them to set up a damn GoFundMe to bury your ass? And then if the answer is no, then we got to get to it. Come over here, bro. Okay, I got a question for you.
So,
where's your properties located at?
Wisconsin, Milwaukee, and California.
Okay, what do you do for my company?
We act as brand ambassadors to advertise your socials. We basically talk about like certain business aspects that you teach us through friendly meetings on social media, and we also talk about some of your businesses and what you do.
Okay, and what's the name of your corporation?
AG3's LLC Consulting, and my sister's KTG's LLC Consulting.
Okay, and then what is the mission and vision of your company?
The mission and vision of my company is to basically, again, advertise your socials and
Go get a chair.
Continue growing.
Okay, I'm gonna get my son to rock out with you guys to show y'all how important it is. This ain't about me. So when you guys are starting your plan or you're getting into real estate, I'm gonna ask you guys, everybody put who in the chat. Who? Right? I've been walking it out. And guy, I'm gonna tell you something, brother. Adiwali, listen to me, okay? Right now, I've been going live. I've been alive for an hour and I only have 4,200 likes and 26 shares. And I've had over 1,000 people in this room. Half of these people want to go look at bullshit. They don't care about winning. They want to go look at stuff. They're more concerned about what's going on in the world versus making money for themselves. There's a whole bunch of distractions that are out here. I gave a breakdown of basically how to straight up structure a business plan, a business line of credit, and I can barely get people to share. Let's just keep it real. That means that people are really not focused. Out of 1,000 people, maybe 5 of those people will commit themselves to writing a business plan because they are comfortable. All right. So watch this. Okay. So Anthony, let's rock out. Okay. You ready to rock out with me? Go ahead. Yep. Sit up. Pull up. Okay. Are you comfortable?
Yep.
Okay. I want to get in the camera so they can see your BDBs on your head because he didn't brush his hair today.
I did brush my hair today. I was out all day. I was out playing with my friends all day, man.
Yeah, sure, dog.
All right.
All right. So Anthony, let me ask you a couple of questions. Okay. So tell me what the last business meeting that we had.
The last business meeting we had was about talking about kind of like LLCs, how to create them, how to protect them. We talked about S corps and C corps. We talked about foreign qualifications, certificate of authorities. We also talked about mediation, arbitration, those type of methods to settle arguments between companies.
Okay. And then what was the key takeaway from that meeting?
The key takeaway was let's
You gotta look at the camera so they can. You gotta scoot over here, bro. Put your legs down. I want them to see your handsome face. Okay. All right.
okay.
Your big old head. You'll never find. No, I'm joking. Come here. All right. So, rock out, bro.
The key takeaway from that meeting was always have ready a mission statement, a vision statement, and a pitch deck when you're trying to present a business to someone or a contract or any agreement that you might want to have with someone. Always have a pitch deck, a mission and vision statement, all what it's gonna cost, how you're gonna distribute whatever you might be distributing, things of that nature.
And then what is a trust?
A trust is the protection of assets from a trustor to trustee. A trust basically protects you from getting your assets that you're subject to contested in probate
What is probate?
court.
Okay. What is tell me about revolving and installment debt.
Revolving debt is basically revolving debt is like taking your principal income and the principal like income that you borrowed, and then that principal multiplies over time the longer you don't pay it off. And installment debt is basically paying back your debt in fixed payments.
Okay, give me another nugget.
Another nugget.
Anything.
So basically talking about LLCs, I've learned that LLCs can be used as a protective barrier. Never ever put your money into never keep your money and have a business and not have an LC, because when you keep your money and someone wants to sue you because you or your company might have had like a certain incident that happened that made someone mad and want to sue you, instead of having you directly sue you, the person can sue your LLC, so now all your assets get taken away.
Fantastic. Okay, go get your sister. What book are you reading?
I'm reading Actualizations by Stuart Emery.
And what would you learn in that book today?
Today, one of the things I learned, it's kind of about like relationship wise, but separation is an illusion created by many people. It's like we have a relationship with anybody, but when you say that you love someone, it's just saying that you want to do something about it. But relationships can't be started or ended. Relationships just can be noticed and changed and altered at that time.
Fantastic, bro. Okay, go get your sister. Okay, guys, put a 1 in the chat if you guys enjoyed that conversation with my little chicken nugget, man. That's Anthony Glenn III. Okay, now the reason why I put him on that live right now and put him on the spot to talk about business is because, listen, man, y'all got 18 years to prepare your family to listen, let me tell y'all something. Y'all got 18 freaking years to prepare your kids for success. 18 years, right? And I know my son is they're gonna be looking at him, and this is my other little chicken nugget. They're gonna be looking at him. Come over here, sit down. I wanna know what you learned today. Come here. Okay, this is my other little chicken nugget, Carson Taylor. You gotta lean into the mic. Okay, all right. Can you see the camera? Tell them what we did today.
We read together and we worked out. We ran 3 miles.
Do I need to set you on some books? Look at your forehead. Lean back so they can see you. Well, maybe you need to come closer over here. Okay. All right, let's back up a little bit. Okay. And guys, the reason why I'm bringing y'all guys, guys, get the shares up because I'm going to break down how to start an LLC for your children and get them into business now. Okay. How old are you, baby?
11.
Okay. What do you learn in your book?
I'm reading 92 Ways to Talk to Anyone. So first, one thing I learned was
Look at the camera.
about.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Right there. Yep.
Okay. So one thing I learned was about like enhancing your word vocabulary. So search up words you use everyday words that you use, and then search up synonyms for it, and then you'll find more advanced vocabulary for it, and keep on practicing saying those words maybe every day for like a minute or something, and then you'll get used to it, and then there's new words added to your vocabulary, and you'll seem like a smarter person. It's very easy.
Give me an example.
So
what'd you learn in the book? Show me what you talked to me about today. And this is how to talk to everyone. That's what she's reading.
And then I also learned that to never ask someone like, what do you do? Not to really, well, you can, but like not to do it a lot. Never ask someone what they do. instead ask them how do you spend most of their time, so it doesn't seem like you just care about how much money they make and what they do for a job. And then
That's a good one.
I also learned what to say when someone asks you, "What do you do?" So a few examples is if they ask you what do you do and you're like a real estate agent, then you could, instead of saying, "Oh yeah, I'm a real estate agent," say, "I help people moving to the area find the right homes." Or if you're like a advertiser, you could say, I advertise for people's business and help their business grow."
And what's the name of your LLC?
KTG's Consulting LLC.
And what do you do for the company?
I'm a brand
Besides
ambassador.
look cute.
I'm a brand ambassador.
Okay, and then we also practice public speaking, right?
Mhm.
Okay, what did you learn from public speaking? Was it
Um,
nervous at first presenting
yeah.
to me?
Mhm.
What was it? What? Give me an example of rise and inflection of the voice that we learned. Remember, like, hi.
Like you, don't keep your voice at the same tone every time, because then it'll sound boring. Instead say, "Hi, my name is Carson. How are you all doing today?" Like that. Instead, "Hi, my name's Carson. How are you all doing today?"
And give me another example of. Give me one more example of a word sandwich, a question sandwich.
If someone asks you a question, you repeat that question and say, "Was that your question?" and then answer the question. So let's say someone asks you, "How are you?" Your question was, "How old are you?" Was that your question? And if they say yes, then you answer the question and say, "Oh, I'm 11 years old. Did I answer your question?" And then and if they say yes, then keep on going.
Very good. And give me one business nugget that you'd like to share with the people. Anything. Trust, LLCs, credit cards. You got a credit card?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You could say anything. Any business nugget that you want to give people.
So your credit is associated with your FICO score. And a FICO score is a 3-digit number. And the higher it is, the better. And it shows that you're more trustworthy to pay off your debt. And the lower it is, then that's not good, because you don't really pay off your debt that much. The 3 credit companies are TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian.
Very good. That's it. All right. Bye. Now, the kids just got paid for that, guys. So they're on my socials, guys, and then now they just got paid for advertising on social media. Put a 1 in the chat if you thought that was phenomenal. So essentially what I'm talking to you guys about is anyone can do this, guys. Any one of you guys could do the exact same thing, okay? Right? I put my kids in the company. They work in the company. They have real estate. They have corporations now, okay? So that way, listen, and then also I don't want my kids to be trust fund babies to where they inherit a bit, because people think about it. If they go in and I pass away today and they start running my businesses, right? They're going to have older people that were there before them that's going to question their ability to start business. But what they did know is that my kids have been running the businesses for 20 years, longer than the people working in the business, right? So the reason why we're talking about these things and we're developing these things and having these conversations is because all of you guys have the ability to do the exact same thing, okay? So put a 2 in the chat if you guys are, who has questions? So Bold Trust, I think I answered your question. Does anybody else have any other questions on TikTok? Any other questions?
Thank you very much.
Any other questions? Let me do a reset. Guys, my name is Anthony Glenn. Thank you guys for pulling up today. Guys, we got about another 30 minutes. If you guys are enjoying this conversation, put a 1 in the chat. You are on the winning YouTube channel, okay? Today we're talking about Win Olympics. It's 2025, man. We want y'all to get to the bag, okay? Today, this is what we covered so far. We talked about how to build a business line of credit. We talked about the business plan and its components, why it's important. Now, we talked about generational wealth. That's right, Supreme to God. Good to see you. Guys, we live this stuff. We have business meetings and everything. And then also we talked to you guys about putting that free business plan template. That's the foundation of anything that you guys want to do. I'm on an intimate pursuit to build 100 millionaires in the next 48 months. If that's you, okay, if you want your kids to know this stuff, you guys can get interconnected. Okay, I could show you guys how to build a corporation for your children. Okay, that's on the YouTube channel. And then also you guys will get the notification of when I go live. Okay, and then who else have any questions that you guys want to answer? Any other questions? Any other questions? Okay, it's very impressive how you instilling a foundation with your child to learn business. Absolutely. Okay, who has questions? Guys, I got 37 shares, guys. Get the shares up. Get me up to 45 shares right now. I need 8 more shares, guys. Okay, so STS Advisors, come on up, sister. You've been hanging out. I'm going to rock out with you because you asked me a question. Okay, I'm going to build with you, okay? So bang those thumbs out on TikTok, guys. Share this. Who has questions? Right now it says this is the only the beginning, okay? So who has questions? Okay. Hey.
Hi, how are you?
I am fantastic. Where are you checking in from?
North Carolina.
North Kakalaki. I love it. Okay. How can I help you win? What question do you have?
So I have a rental property that
Okay.
I've had almost 2 years.
Oh, I'm gonna love this one. This one gonna put a 1 in the chat, man, because I'm gonna build with this sister because I'm gonna ask her some hard questions. Okay, go ahead. You got to rent a property.
My LLC is almost 2 years. I did them both at the same time. So the 23rd, I think they'll both be 2 years old.
Okay.
I bank with Truist for my business, and then
Okay.
I just opened up a Chase business this week. I think it was Monday.
Okay.
I have my website. I have my business phone number, my business address.
Mm-hmm.
I know my plan. I just have not written up a business plan, but I know where I'm headed.
Doesn't matter. If you got a business, you have no plan, you have no business.
Now, I did text you, so I did text you for the template.
Okay, I got you. Okay. And for those of you that are joining live, the number is 760-573-2731. You're going to text WIN, W-I-N, and tomorrow morning you will get that business plan template. Okay. I don't do it. It's my staff. So obviously it's New Year's Day. I'm not even supposed to be on live today. Okay. But if you guys want that business plan template, text that number. And guys, guess what? We got 6,000 likes on TikTok. Appreciate you guys. We got 37 shares. Appreciate you. Keep going up. And I'll keep building. Okay, so you got a rental property.
Yes.
Okay, and you got the LLC.
Yes.
Do you have tenants?
So yes, I have tenants. I have Section 8 tenants on both sides.
Okay.
I have a duplex.
Okay. Oh man, you're the perfect one. Okay. All right. So you got a duplex. You got 2 different tenants, right?
Yes.
So tenant moves into the property. Okay. Tell me the steps. Well, the tenant pays the rent to who?
The tenant pays the rent to my company at 1-to-1 Enterprises.
Okay, 1-to-1 Enterprises. Okay. Now, whose name is, if I look that property up right now, whose name is it in?
My name is on the paperwork, but I had to. I did it in North Carolina.
Come on, sister. I'm going to build with you. Okay. You better get a pen because I'm going to break everything down for guys. When you come on my show, I'm going to give you the game. Okay. Because I love y'all. Okay. I want you to win. I'm going to break down when people have the courage to come up. I'm going to build and answer. I'm going to always ask questions about her business structure first. And then I'm going to build her up to where she can get a business line of credit and then get her structure correct. Okay. All right. So your question, I'm going to answer your question, but I'm going to diagnose your business first. Is that okay?
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So now the property's in your name, correct?
No, it's in my business name.
Okay. That's mistake number 1.
Oh, okay.
Major mistake. Okay. So your LLC owns the property.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you a couple of questions. I move into your property. I'm doing a stanky leg. I twist my ankle. I fall. I sue you. Who do I sue?
Well, since it's in my business name, wouldn't you sue the business?
Okay, I sue the business, but what does the business own?
That one property.
Okay, so if the business owns the property, what's the value of that property right now?
Oh, I haven't got it appraised in a while, but when I bought it, it was $225,000.
Okay, so right now I could sue for $225,000.
Okay.
You understand now?
So, yes.
Okay.
So what do I do?
So follow me with this, guys. Okay, so now her corporation, Number one, okay, get that property out of your name. Get that property out of your company name.
Okay.
That property should be entitled into a trust. That's the first thing. Okay, I'm gonna break.
I did make an appointment with I literally just made the appointment on Monday. I'm waiting for to talk to the lady at the bank at the credit union about billing.
So watch this. Okay, so now let's just say that. Okay, so watch this. Okay, so let me give you an example. Okay, now I know I look up that property. I know now if I look up now this is the reason why you want to put the property in the trust name. I look up that LLC. Whose name is on the LLC as the owner? There you go.
Mine.
So guess who they can find? They know that you own that LLC when they look you up. Okay, they know that you have the corporation. So right now you got two blind spots. Number one, the LLC is that owns the property, and then number two, you have your information is on that limited liability company, and number three, right now I got a gun, bang. Oh no, you got in a car accident, bam. You're dead and gone. You're gone to the upper room. Okay, let me ask you a question. Does the LLC and the property still exist?
Yes.
Who gets the property?
I haven't established that. That's what I just went to the
Okay.
bank. Well, the lady at the credit union,
Now,
so I could talk to her about a trust and putting my kids on there.
Okay, so who gets the property? So now who now does that LLC still exist if you die?
Probate, right? Yeah, I think it'll go into probate. When the way the lady was talking at the bank, and I said, yeah, I need to talk.
Yes,
to
but if it
somebody.
goes to probate costs money.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any cousins? Any sisters or brothers?
Yes.
Okay, they could say, hey, I helped her establish this LLC. I cut the grass. Now, guess what? Once you pass away and that corporation owns the property and you don't have an operating agreement, put that in the chat. Are you in front of a computer or do you have access to look up what an operating agreement is? Do you know what an operating agreement is?
Yes.
Okay. Why not get a notarized operating agreement and a trust? That's going to tell you exactly how the company is to operate in the event that something happens to you. And then also that trust is going to protect you. So the trust owns the property and you don't own it. Okay?
Okay.
So step one, before you even start getting the business line of credit, call a trust attorney, get that property out of your name and put it in the trust. Okay? That all it's going to take is they're going to ask you what assets that you have. They're going to entitle the property in the trust name. And then from there, hey, Teresa, Happy New Year. They're going to take the property, put the property in the trust. So the trust owns the property and not you. And then also you have that LLC in the company. And then the LLC is just going to be something that operates the company. So just imagine the LLC is going to be a manager for the property, but the trust is going to own it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And then if you have multiple beneficiaries, meaning that you and your kids are beneficiaries of the trust, how old are your children?
35 and 24.
Oh, you got some grown children. Which one's the knucklehead?
24.
Okay. In your operating agreement, you want to make sure that you thoroughly say who's going to be alpha and the beta. Okay. That way they're not arguing. In the event that you have a disagreement, you want a mediation clause in your operating agreement that says in the event that you guys are arguing, y'all have to mediate before going to court. Then you're going to go to an arbitrator before going to court. And in the event that you're going to have a successor trustee. Everybody put successor trustee in the chat. Successor trustee and Google what it is. Successor trustee. Somebody tell me what that definition of a successor trustee is. Google what successor trustee. Tell me what it is. Okay, and guys, while you're on here and I'm talking about this stuff, guys, I'm going to be kicking this information. I'm going hard. Listen, every Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, I'm going to be on live kicking a different nugget. If you guys are enjoying this conversation, put a 1 in the chat because I'm going to send you guys the link for the replay of this room today. Okay, that way. And then also I owe you guys a free business plan template so you guys can get get going. But I break down stuff like this so you guys can get to the bag, okay? All right, what does the successor trustees say? STS advisors.
A person or institution that manages a trust.
Wait, go back.
After the
A person, read it again.
or institution.
Bingo. What can that be? Another corporation.
Oh.
You ever heard of board of trustees? That's multiple
Yes.
people that make decisions on behalf of you. So if you got a best friend and you know your kids are knuckleheads and they be arguing, you can put a successor trustee in there to make sure that keep reading. Keep going though.
That manages a trust's assets after the original trustee dies or becomes incapacitated.
Bingo. So you got so think about it. A trustor is a person who creates the trust. A trustee is a person that manages and distributes the assets and makes sure that everything's good. A successor trustee is a person in the event that you make your kids the trustees, and hey, you need that smoking third party. You got your cousin Keisha, okay? And Keisha say, hey, y'all, I know your mom. I've been rocking out with her for all of these years. Y'all are gonna do what she says, and I have a copy of everything, and she can be the mediator between the two. You understand?
Yes.
Okay. So now to answer your question, all right. I would never advise you what bank to go to. There is no good and bad banks, but I like credit unions, hint, better than banks.
Me too.
Credit unions are usually not for profit, and usually banks are for profit. So check and see if the bank is not for profit or for profit, and that's going to determine which one I would do. Because usually for profit banks, when you start getting into the minutia, they charge annual fees and all types of fees, monthly and everything else, okay? So my advice to you is to do all of the stuff that I told you guys to do to set up your business accounts and stuff like that. And then after you do all of the administrative stuff, can you give me some of the things that I talked to? How long you been on the live?
I think probably like an hour.
Okay, good. Give me one thing that you learned that you need to do for your company that you learned today.
Vision statement and mission statement. Because I have my website, but both of them, my vision.
Okay, hold on. What's the website?
1-to-1enterprises.com.
1-2.
It's spelled out, all spelled out. ONE.
1-2-1.
PO.
Enterprises.com.
1-2-1 enterprises.com.
1-2 TWO1.
No, it's TO1.
Okay, I see it, right? It says partner in success. Is that it?
Yes.
It's got a little handshake in there.
Yes.
You got a vision statement. At 1-to-1 Enterprises, our vision is to be the leading business and management consulting firm in the industry, providing innovative solutions and unparalleled service to our clients.
Yes, I don't have a mission.
Okay. All right. This is good. Okay. So now now remember, before I go to this, okay, here's another thing. I'm gonna diagnose this website. Okay, so I see on here where it says that you a discovery call, you have the business formation compliance, business operation consulting, mentorship, 497. Hold on, let me keep going. Okay, so now I don't know. Okay, so on here, I don't see how you got started.
So I created this because another person was like, no, don't create a website that has real estate. Say that you do business consulting.
That's correct. That's good. Okay. But if you're consulting on here and I do real estate, why would I go? Well, your corporation could do multiple things. So on here, you can have a toggle at the top of your website, and it could say, for one, it needs to say who the, it needs to say who, it doesn't necessarily need to say who okay, so if I'm booking a consulting call, who am I booking it with? So my advice is to put some pictures on here, okay, and then attach a Google profile to here for the bank before you establish or apply for a business line of credit, okay? It's good that you have a website, you got the formation and the toggles are good, okay? But what I would definitely do is if I go to different, who you are, what you do, what problem that you solve, and then up here at the top, you should say that you do, Airbnb consulting. and then actually put your property on here also.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does.
Okay, that way, if I go to your website and I see, okay, I know who one of the company, you don't necessarily have to put your name in, but you can say our start, how you got started or whatever. I'll give you an example. Okay, go to Wire, W-I-R-E. Are you in front of a computer?
Yes.
Go to Wire, W-I-R-E, mentors.com.
Okay. Okay.
What do you see at the very top?
Get mentored today.
And then what now? Do you see how that thing is jumping around?
Yeah.
That means you can immediately sign up. That needs to be on every page. The biggest mistake with making landing page for people is, look, you don't want people go to what the people, websites are dead. Put a 1 in the chat if you go look at a website for more than 20 minutes. Nobody cares how fancy your website is. You want people to go there and transact with you. I can go to the website. It's going to tell you exactly what I do. Now, if you see our course, it says, what does this? What does it say down at the bottom? Scroll down to the bottom. What do you see? Down at the very bottom. From left to right, what do you see?
Reviews.
Exactly. And then you see what? Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Google.
Okay.
Right? Then you see Meet Our Mentors. Right?
Where's the mentors?
At the very top. Go to the top and it says Meet Our Mentors. And then you'll see About Us right here. Our mission to provide needed mentorship, education, and training for those seeking to invest in real estate or increase real estate sales. Our vision to make more versatile real estate professionals and investors without compromising the core principles of integrity and character. Very simple and short. What do I do? Mentorship. How do I do it? In real estate and business structure. Who do I do it for? For veterans and non-veterans and real estate investors. I know exactly what I do. How do I do it? Well, I have courses, right? And then I have reviews. When you establish your business, the tighter that your shot group is, when I go, hey, Joe, good to see you. Your stuff should be seamless, just like this, okay? Now,
so can I change my website over to a landing page instead of a website?
You can, but you don't need to do that. You just need to have toggles up there. The only thing that you need, my advice to you, is basically put just make it more clean and use this one as an example.
Okay.
You just have to, you have a website, so there's no reason to recreate it, but you just need to clean it up a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. And then there's a number, and then there's also, if you see down at the bottom, it says, have any questions on how you can win in real estate? You see text here. All that is, that's an AI, and whoever developed your website can put that in there. So if somebody hits that and then they put something in that little chat feature right there, that will go directly to an email and a phone number.
Okay.
Okay.
I actually did my website. I kind of just wung it. I was winging it.
Okay. Well, now you know what one's supposed to look like now, man. Okay. All right. So did I answer your question in regard to business lines of credit? So just make sure all of your admin stuff is set up. And then I look forward to coming back. When are you going to get all this stuff done?
Hopefully this week, because you said 7 days.
You got 7 days to tighten it up. Okay. So I want you to come back on my live and then report back to us so we can see the changes that you made. Okay.
Okay. Now, one question I have is,
yes.
How do you feel about virtual offices? Because that's what I have for my address.
That's fine. Virtual offices are fine, but you still, banks like brick and mortar addresses. So if you can, there's companies out there that will get you a brick and mortar address. So they want to be able to, getting a virtual office is cool, right? But I want to be able to find you, that attach it to your Google profile to where, even if it's you could pay for a virtual address wherever you're located at. And typically whoever set up your corporation will be able to have those for you.
I set up my corporation, and the place where I am, it's a brick and mortar. I can, if I needed to have a meeting there, I can schedule a meeting and just pay for a room.
Okay.
I can, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's fine. Now go down to the, are you still on that website?
Yes.
Okay. Now go down to, let's see here. All right. So at the very bottom, you'll see Google. Click on leave a review right there.
I have to go back to the home? Because I think
If you click on there, you will see that website leads to, it has a bunch of pictures. Okay, so think about it. If you look under there, we got 144 positive Google reviews and pictures. So one of the biggest mistakes that people make with establishing a business and stuff like that, they don't get Google reviews. You should be posting on your Google profile. What it shows the bank is that you have an active physical company. Does that make sense?
And so I was trying to do my Google profile because I have a info at One-to-One Enterprises with the Google Workspace. So I logged on to Google Workspace and I was trying to follow where it says, but it wouldn't let me create it.
Okay, so you probably have to get verified. That's why. So what I would do is I would try to reset, start over, and then try to set up a Google profile for that physical address. And then they'll send whatever Google email address that you set up with that. They'll send you information in the mail. And then you got to open up that little Google thing and then put that code that they send you in the mail into there so they can verify you as a official business.
Okay, so go to my Google Workspace and reset it?
And reset it, recreate it, start from scratch.
I don't have to recreate the email, do I?
No. If you already have the email address, you just need to set up a Google My Business profile.
Okay.
Okay,
Right.
and then if you text me, and I'll put in there how to set that up. We'll go back through that, but you definitely need that before you go applying for lines of credit at the bank and stuff.
Okay, because I've been trying to do that for the last like 2 or 3 days. It just drove me crazy.
Okay, we're gonna figure it out, sister. All right.
All right, thank you.
Did you get your question answered today?
I did. Yes, I did.
Okay, fantastic. Well, thank you for joining us. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, man. Who else has the next question, guys? I got time for 2 more questions. This is the final reset. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed the show, put a 1 in the chat, guys, because guess what? I got 2 more questions that I could ask about business, real estate, anything else, guys. Thank you guys for pulling up today, man. Man, this has been a great room, okay? If you guys enjoyed the conversation, if you guys want to ask questions, okay, I'll bring you up. I'm going to invite Transcending Ninja. I know you got like a million questions, sister. You've been on here for like 2 years. You should have like a multi-million-dollar business now, sister. Okay. I'm messing with you, but I'm inviting you guys up. If you guys want to ask any questions, I'm inviting everybody up. If you have a question that you'd like to propose to me, okay, I will answer your question, or you can put your question in the chat. But guys, get me up to 4. My goal was 50. Right now, I got 19 people on the TikTok live. Please, right now, hit that share button and get me up to 7,000 likes, guys, and I will answer your questions. Right now, I got 38 people. If you guys are joining, just not joining, I will send you guys a link to the YouTube channel so you guys can get on the YouTube channel and get the replays for today's room. And then also you can go in there, and I owe you guys to put the business plan template up there today. I will post that in the Facebook group today. All you have to do is text WIN to 760-573-2731. Again, that's WIN to 760-573-2731. Matthew Delgado, let me answer these questions, guys, before I do this. It says, how do I get a trust? Go to an attorney and then set it up. That's it. That's any other questions that you guys have that you guys would like to propose to me. Okay. Go ahead.
Good evening. I wanted to use the garage as like a business. Put it up as like a massage therapy business. And I have my EIN number, but I'm afraid of setting up my LLC because I don't want to fuck it up. And excuse my language. And I invested in something else, so I can't really afford. I can't really afford an attorney right now because I already took out some money to do something.
Okay, and for those of you, let me answer this question. It says, what is the YouTube channel? Okay, the Facebook group. Okay, write this down, guys. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys got a pen. I'm going to show you where to find the Facebook group and the YouTube channel. Okay, Tony, like Tony the Tiger, TONY. G as in golf, Lima, Echo, November. Glenn, GLENN. Golf, Lima, Echo, November. Tony Glenn, my first and last name. II.com. Tony, TONY, GLENNII.com. TonyGlenn2nd.com. You will see the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is called The Winning Podcast. Okay, but if you, instead of trying to find it, I can't post the link on TikTok, right? But if you guys want to go on the YouTube channel, it's called The Winning Podcast. I have trust set up on there. I got LLC set up on there. Okay, but if you go to TonyGlennII.com, you will see the YouTube channel and all of my social media platforms. You can get in the Facebook group. You can get in and subscribe to the YouTube channel. TonyGlennII.com. The Winning Podcast is the name of it. You will see my face with my blonde hair in my beard. Okay, and then you can get on the YouTube channel and then go and you can go individually and look and find out what you want to do. And this replay here will be on there. So you could go back and listen to this replay and take notes. It lives rent-free there instead of trying to find it on TikTok, okay? TonyGlennII.com, okay? But to answer your question, you want to set up a business and it's in your garage and you want to do you don't want to set up the physical address as your garage for safety purposes. I definitely would set that business up with either a virtual address, okay, and then I would definitely run it through. What type of business is it going to be?
Massage therapy.
Okay, massage therapy. Now, are you going to be massaging people out of your garage?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, I would
right now it's church members, so it's not strangers.
Okay. All right. You saw why I was pausing right there for safety purposes. You definitely, it's okay to run a small business out of your property, but then there's shared spaces to where you can rent like a little room for that, and the expenses is low. I would definitely get that business. out of my house as soon as possible. I understand it's church members, but you don't want to commingle doing your business out of your house, specifically if you have people coming there. Right? That's cool for right now, but as you grow bigger and you set up that Google profile, that they're going to want to know where to come to. So you want to be into a safety space to where you can go and you can bring out, doing your church members is not going to make you a multi-million-dollar company. And it's not, let me ask y'all a question. Which is better? Now, if I go and I get a massage from Transcending Ninja, okay, what's your first name?
Anorvia.
Anorvia, okay? So if I get a massage from Anorvia, right, and she gives me the best massage on the planet, and then I go home and I get the best sleep of my life, how is she going to continue to keep me coming back? I want you to answer that question for me.
If you're in like sports.
What do you think, Disco? What's your answer, Disco? What do you think, brother? Disco, are you up here?
Yes.
What do you think? How is she going? She gave me a great massage. How is she going to keep me from coming back?
I mean, personally, if she give me a great massage, I'm coming back anyway.
Right. But think about it. Okay. So to scale this business is very easy. How much do you charge for your massages? Let's put a 1 in the chat if you guys want me to build her $1 million business for the mother of all winning gyms today. That's what we're gonna do with the Moab. Okay. Okay. Let me give you $1 million. I'm gonna build you $1 million business in 2 minutes or less. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Transcending Ninja. How much do you charge for a massage?
$80 for 45 minutes.
Okay, that's it?
That's it.
Okay, number one, you don't have packages. So the first thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna create different packages. Okay, you want an A package, a B package, and a C package. And your C package needs to be so expensive that nobody does it. Your B package needs to be a little bit higher than your A package, right? So if you're starting a company, you want A, B, and C. People are hardly ever pick C, but they'll do B, which is going to increase the 85. So right now you need 3 packages. Okay. All right. Yeah. Deep tissue massage. The ladies like getting their face massage and all of that stuff. And then the men like getting baby oil on their feet so their feet are not ashy. You know what I'm saying? All right. But now, okay, so how many customers, let's just say $85 is what your company dollar. How many customers do I need to make? How much money do you want to make? $1 million, right?
Yes.
So how many customers do I need to do to make $1 million? How would I do this math? Somebody tell me how I would do this math. I would take $1 million. Okay, there's my $1 million. And then I would divide by 85. So I need to do 11,764 massages. That's a lot, isn't it? Right? Now, yes. Let's divide that. So right now your product is it's not expensive enough. That's the first thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now watch this. Instead of me doing 11,794 massages, right? I'm going to increase my revenue. I'm going to charge $94.99 or $99.99. That looks better than $100, right? Now I'm going to take that $1 million. I'm going to divide by $99.99. Now look at how much my revenue went down. Okay. Let's just say I got to do 10,000 massages. Okay. Let's just say that I had 2 years to do that. Divided by 2. That's 5,000 massages a year divided by 12. That's 416 massages. Okay. What is that? 416 a month. Now look at, when you break the numbers down, you can see this. Now let's take this even further. So if I'm doing this a month, let's divide this by 30 days. 13 massages a day. That's not too bad, but that's an hour. Think about it. That's a lot, right?
Right.
So maybe do your massages for 45 minutes so you can get more in. You see why the business plan is important?
Yes, sir.
Now, let's go one step further. Now, you said $99, and let's say, now watch this. There's my $1 million business right there, okay? I divide by $99.99. I got to do this many. I got to have this many. I got to do 10,000 people. I don't need 10,000 customers. Watch this. I'm going to divide this by 6. Okay.
And and we're dividing by 6 for the half a year?
No, actually, no, $99.99. Let me do this again. I'm going to do it differently. Okay. So $1 million divided by $99.99 equals 10,000 massages. I'm going to divide this by 100. No, but divide by 50. 200. Okay. So I need 50 customers to introduce me to 200 people. How do you do that? I get a massage. I tag you on my social media platform. Hey, this was the greatest massage I ever had in my entire life. Transcending Ninja, was amazing. And then now, hey, if you leave this positive Google review, I'll give you 10% off of your next thing. Right? You don't need to be the best. You don't need to have the most clients. See, most people think of A to B. They think about get the massage, make the money. No, you get the massage, you incentivize your customers to elevate your voice. So now you have those 500 customers that are raving about your business on Google. And then now they're tagging you every time they get a massage at how they feel. So now you have video content. Now you're an extension. Think about it. One massage. If I posted you massaging me after I got a good massage on my Instagram, 115,000 people know that I got a massage by you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
That's how you make $1 million business. Mm-hmm. Put a 1 in the chat if you understood what I just said. It's not about having the best massage. It's about having your prices correctly and having the best known massage place. And then now, to make that money, you can't do 10,000 massages by yourself. So what do you think you need?
Workers.
Not workers. Don't say work.
Employees.
Don't ever say workers. Don't ever say. If I work for you and you call me a worker, I would quit. Okay? You want to call them partners. Partners.
That's great. That's great.
The biggest, don't even call them employees. I don't say that word in my businesses. None of them.
That's beautiful.
I call everybody partners. These are my partners. Okay.
That's a gem.
And they are a part of the business. They're helping me grow the business. So instead of calling them employees, you call them partners or executives. Right? So now they
That
feel,
information is priceless.
just change that little terminology. It makes people want to stay. So think about it. If you hired 5 massage therapists that are trying to get into the game, now you're getting into the game and you're bringing people into your business to where now they feel a part of your business. And guess what? Since they're partners, they know if you grow, they grow. So now you're working collaboratively at the same goal. You created the company business structure. You created the platform for the business. Now you're hiring partners in the business. So as your ceiling goes higher, their ceiling goes higher. So the amount of work that they do, you pour into them to grow complementary to you. I don't want employees. I don't want any employees. I want partners in the business, because that means that whatever they put in, I put in, we put in collaboratively. If I make more money, you make more money. And that's how you establish $1 million business. All right. All right. Transcending Ninja. Okay. I ain't got now. So did I answer your question?
You did. Thank you. God bless.
Okay. Fantastic. Disco, thank you for coming to the show. How can I help you win, brother?
Man, I'm winning right now listening to you. That's my goal, to start a business. I haven't started, but listening to you today was priceless. I learned so much. I'm going to continue to listen to you. I think that partners information you just gave, more people need to do that. More people need to do that. You definitely need to incentivize your partners to make them want to do their best to help you grow your business.
That's right, man. Think about it, man. You got people
outstanding.
You work for this big corporation, and they calling you an employee, man. You'll be like, what's
Absolutely.
with them? What's in it for me? I've been working all of these years for you guys. I don't want anybody to work for me. I want people to work with me.
Absolutely.
That means just because I own the company doesn't mean they're not alongside with me. You know,
Absolutely.
I'm
you
not
need to make them feel important.
Yes, that's important to grow any type of. To
Yeah.
build a multi-million-dollar business, you cannot do it alone. You're gonna need people.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm definitely going to be tuning in.
Okay, so I
was
appreciate you
great.
pulling up, guys. Can I get 10 more shares for the gems that I dropped, guys? I wanted to make sure. Disco, you got to ask me one question. Any brother, since you're up here and you came up on a stage, how can I help you, brother? What is something that you want to know about business? You could ask me any questions. Don't be afraid to start your business. Listen, brother, if God gave you, listen, I'm going to tell you, are you a believer?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Grew up in church.
All right. If God told you to start the business and you don't believe and you don't trust him he gave you the seat to start a business. He told you to start a business. It's disrespectful to not follow the idea that God put in your head.
I totally agree.
Okay, so I'm telling you, whatever it is that you want to do, guys, listen, a lot of people have ideas and stuff like that, man. If you got that idea, man, dump that puzzle box out and get started, man. Stop waiting. And for those of you that are interested in following me, guys, I appreciate you guys pulling up. And I'm going to tell you, watch this, Disco. Everybody's not going to support you. I've been giving game for 2 straight hours. I only have 6,000 likes. I only have 46 followers. I asked an hour and a half ago to get me up to 50 shares. That just shows you how selfish people are, man, right? I know they got some game. They're going to go get the game and they're going to elevate. I'm going to tell you that you are not going to make you're not going to make $11 million like me until you start helping people. Once you start helping people, that little gift that you gave by sharing the live or doing whatever it is that you're trying to do, that goes a long way. I take note of people who support me. You want to learn from a multimillionaire? How about supporting one? Help them make more money. Don't you think that's the easiest way? Think about it like this. If you came and you asked me, you said, hey, Tony, I have a referral for you. Okay. And then you came back and you say, hey, Tony, I got another referral for you. And then the next time you say, hey, Tony, I was wondering if I could work with you or help you do something in your business for free to get the information. So think about it. Listen, people who support other people's business, you're going to learn that information. They'll be more likely to help you versus you asking them to do something without giving anything in return. It's called reciprocity, right? People want to learn from me, but they don't want to share the live. Isn't that crazy? So, and guys, the reason why I'm on here is because God told me to get on here today and pour my heart out, give you guys game, because I know there's a lot of people who had a rough 2024, man. Well, listen, it's up to you now what you're going to do with the information. I told y'all how to write a business plan. I'm going to give you the business plan template. I told you the Facebook and the YouTube channel to follow. So you guys can get on and follow the YouTube so you can learn. I'm telling you when I'm going to be on here. All I'm asking for you guys is I need receipts from you implementing the stuff that I'm teaching you guys so I can continue to grow. Okay? So that's my ask, guys. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's called The Winning Podcast. How you find it is Tony Glenn II, 2 N's, 2 I's, TonyGlennii.com. You'll see the YouTube channel in there. Subscribe and like a couple of the posts. In there, you will see everything that I talked about today. And when I get off of this live, you can go back and listen to the replays of what I taught today. And I'm going to be having additional topics just like this one. When are you going live again? Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay? So my success comes from helping. That's the reason why I'm here today, is because I have people who supported my business. I had people who got me here. I didn't get here alone. Constance Carlisle, Irene, Fabi, Marco, Carlos, Nelson, not Nelson, but Bruno Nascimento, my close friend that I spent New Year's with. Okay, Ian Jensen. You know what I did? What I did is, if you look at Winning Real Estate and you go to that profile, I created that company and I made them partners because they helped me build it. Why would I not want to offer them a partnership in the company when they helped me build it? Yes, it was my idea, but they helped me build it. So why wouldn't I want them to be a part of that in the event that something happens to me? I would rather make money with, I would rather make $1 million with my friends than make $10 million by myself. It would be a disservice if I got a big old $5 million house and my friends are poor. That doesn't make any sense. So it's good to eat I'm telling you, the fundamental thing that I'm gonna close out with is any business that you build it so other people can come in and they can benefit with you. That's the number one thing that I would tell you in business. If you're building a business, make sure that you are looking to those people who are supporting you and then offer them an opportunity in the business to benefit with you. All right. Again, guys, if you guys want the free business plan template, the number is 760-573-2731. Again, that number is 760-573-2731. Thank you guys for pulling up. I'm going to be teaching on TikTok again tomorrow. So guys, I'll be talking about kids in business, how to structure that. Okay. And then the next live, I will be talking about how to underwrite and how to pick contractors for properties. If you guys if you don't want to miss that, make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel so you guys will get the notification, and get in the Facebook group because I'll be posting when I'm going to be going live with my media staff. Okay. Fantastic room. Any other questions before I close out the room? Any questions? All right, guys. I appreciate you guys pulling up.
Question.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I knew it was going to be one. What you got?
Okay, so you did the math in a way to like chunk down the million.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm also getting into HVAC.
Okay. Pause. Okay. Stop starting 9 million companies. Do one company, get it to where it's 90% operational on its own, and then start another company. You shouldn't start multiple companies at one time because there's a break point, okay? There's 5. Everybody put the number 5, okay? I'm going to talk to you guys about this, and this is going to be my last little nugget. Okay. There's 5 stages to a business, okay? Number 1 is forming the company. That's the administrative part, okay? That's within your first year. The second year is storming. That's going to be the roughest year. If you can get through year 2 and get to year 3, then you'll get into the norming phase. Forming the business, getting all your admin stuff, figuring out your niche, targeting, marketing and advertising, storming, finding the right people in the business, getting the tax people, the lawyers and all of that stuff, finding your clientele, establishing your niche, okay? Norming, getting into a normal routine. Okay, that's 3 years. 4th year is performing. You're getting the company to where it performs and it's efficient. You got first year is getting the business. 2nd year is adjusting the business. 3rd year is getting in a routine, getting endurance in the business. Your 4th year is performing. Now you're starting to make some money. And then the 5th year is going to be scaling the business. If you can get past year 5 years is where you should be at. So year 3 and 4, you should be looking at adding additional components, but you shouldn't be starting another business unless you're able to walk away from that business and that business is efficient on its own. Because if you start a trucking business and you got your which one do you want to do? Because you're splitting your time. And then what'll happen is that your customer service is going, no matter how good or how big or how efficient your business is, no matter what, if you're starting a business, you should not be starting a business unless you're able to walk away and that business is able to perform on its own. So the only way you're going to be able to do that is to have people and processes in place to where you have repetitive business coming in. So you got to pick which one you want to do first, Ascending Ninja, which one is on your heart. Because if you're splitting your time, something is going to suffer. Okay?
Roger that.
Okay. All right. So anybody else have any other questions before I shut down?
That wasn't my question, though.
What was your question?
How did you do the math? Okay, so we got $1 million, and so you put down the goal, then I put down how much I make, and then you did something with a 5 and a 6, like divide by 5 or 6 through 12.
Okay, Transition Ninja. I'm gonna have to do it one more time next time. Should have been taking notes, Jack.
Bruh.
But you're always on the live. I will do it again and give you an example. Okay. All right. So what I did is I'm leveraging my customers to expand my business by sharing their sphere of influence. That's how you get repetitive business. Most companies, when they start small businesses, are A to B. I have a product, I sell the product. They get the product, it's a great product, but nobody talks about it. So what I did is if I give product from A to B, I know my magic number in my real estate business is 13. You got to know your number, okay? I'll give you an example. I'm going to do it really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Each transaction is around, the medium home price is $580,000 with my real estate company.
Mm-hmm.
Time I get 2.5% of the commission. That's $14,500, right? So I take $1 million. I divide by $14,500. That means I got to do 69 sales in order for me to make $1 million. But truly, that's not the true number. I'm going to divide by 5, which is 13. So I don't need 68 clients. I need I don't need 68 transactions. You know, I need 13 people to tell 5 or more people about my business. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So, you know, it's called referral-based business. That is how I do it. My magic number is 13. When I get 13 people to tell 5 people or more about my business, I make $1 million.
Chill.
Okay. All right, guys, I got to go. It's been a phenomenal room, guys. I appreciate you guys pulling up. Remember, Tony Glenn, TonyGlenn, 2N's2I's.com. That's where the YouTube channel is at. Get in the YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys mañana. It's been a phenomenal room. Thank you guys for pulling up.